everybody. Welcome back once again. Another edition of Inside the Headset. As we close out the regular season, we're in week 11. This is game 10. I'm on the campus of Oakland High School. I got with me the head coach of the Oakland Patriots, head coach Kevin Creasy. How you doing today, Coach?
Doing well, Score.
What is this in front of me?
Yeah, we've gone with a different look for senior night. We're going to change our decals out a little bit. We've got some new decals, got new uniforms coming out, so been saving that for a while. It came in August, but we've been saving for this special game, a senior night, and didn't ever show our players what they look like till just a few minutes ago.
Kind of gives you the old insignia like the Bengals with the written,
Yeah, we like the cursive script.
The cursive, I do too. I
the
do.
script
I love the cursive
looks good,
script.
and kind of got a little alternative look to some Ole Miss uniforms and stuff like that. So definitely looking good, and our guys are looking forward to wearing them.
And it's public knowledge to anybody that tries to go down this road, but when you attempt to change the look of your uniforms, or you go down the road and we start talking about outfitting a 6A football club, what are we diving into? I mean, what kind of pricing are we looking at? I mean, just keep it broad, please.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive, but everybody needs uniforms. It's something you got to budget in. We've spent probably $12,000-13,000 on just the jersey, and the helmet decals. They get kind of pricey when you got to tear off the old, put on the new, and then we'll have to tear those off and put on our traditional decals later.
So this flip out's going to be a little bit of an exercise.
Yeah. Our guys, they're going to have to take care of their own helmet. So if they want it to look good, they're going to have to peel it off and de-glue all the little artwork that's stuck on there. And like I said, the biggest part's getting the glue off, and so it's good for them. They're going to have to put a little investment of time to get this look that we're going for, and then of course, like I said, in the playoffs, we'll go back to our traditional look.
Well, and it's a pride factor getting to do your own outfit. As a young man getting ready to go out and compete on the battlefield. We had the opportunity to get out here last Friday night, Anthony Piarella and Stork Vision team, and was able to see you guys go against the Wolves and everything. Take me down through the game. Wolves. I thought they had a pretty good drive there going in the first. Little creative play calling. Love some of that, man.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff was great, and got a real nice note from Coach Alexander. But take us through a little bit on our coverage and us sharing the video. But take us through a little bit of the Liberty Creek game.
Yeah, Coach Alexander had his bunch ready to play. I thought it was impressive that they had so many underclassmen that were out there competing, and never shied away from competition. And like I said, the first drive, I think 7.5 minutes, went all the way inside our 20-yard line, and had a pretty creative play call. I may have already stolen that and put it in our playbook, but I was impressed with not just their team, but the coaches and support staff. The quarterback played a heck of a game.
Yeah, he's a good even when you sent the heat after him, you put a lot of pressure on him. He didn't he got rid of it. Yeah. He found a way that I'm not going down. You're not going to take me down way back deep a bunch of times. You got a hold of him every once in a while, but he did throw it away when he needed to.
He made plays, and like I said, they're going to be just fine. You've seen the article that Tom Krager's written about their facilities, best public school facilities around. We thought we had it going on. We've got pretty good ones, but they've got it going on there, and a lot of times facilities find players and people that are moving into that area are going to look and want what's best for their child. And those facilities are top notch, and they've got some baby blue uniforms as well, so they're on the right track. I think they're looking very similar to some things that we got going on here.
Well, and when you start to look at a football game, and if you've watched enough football, and knowing that the creative play calling, the way that they run, even though the game was a little bit lopsided there, you can tell, like you said, put some key players in some of those spots, that's going to turn into 6 points here and there, and they're going to make some stops down the road, aren't they, Coach?
Yeah, no doubt. And like I said, I've known Coach Alexander for a while. And, like I said, he does a good job, and he's got himself a good staff. So, yeah, in time they'll be just fine.
Well, and before I talk about the opponent for Friday night, the final region game and game 10 in week 11, I just wanted to say I talked to all the other coaches, kind of poked around several different questions, and I would say that if I stop and think about the Oakland Patriots, I look at it as this is a team that once they start the game, they're gonna share the stage. I look at it like a 8-piece jazz band. You're gonna let the saxophone play a little bit, and that could be Khalil James, and then all of a sudden Max Levinsky gets to come in, and he may be playing the baritone or somebody. But you let everybody kind of score the other night, and that's been kind of each night that you get to go out and perform and put the guys out there. That's been kind of the message that you've been doing, is just let's let them all. I mean, because even if I've got friends that sing in downtown Nashville on Broadway. They will tell you in a 3-hour time period, I don't want to sing every song. I can't sing every song. Somebody else has got to sing a song, Coach.
Yeah, I think you don't want everyone just to label you as a one-man show or one-man band.
Yeah.
You want to spread the wealth around, and I think we've done a good job of that. And it's hard for guys just to zero in on one player. That you got.
Corey Puckett touched it twice the other night, scored both times. Eric Taylor had a fantastic night. All of them did well.
Yeah, so those guys are really good football players. We play teams all the time that have really good athletes. We like to say that we got really good football players. And, I don't know at the next level where some of those guys are going to play at, but I know they're going to play somewhere, and they're going to be a good contribution to whatever team they're on, because we got a bunch of unselfish guys that aren't jealous of each other. When you watch some teams that we play score a touchdown, that guy's celebrating by himself in the end zone.
Yeah.
There's a lot of long faces that it wasn't their buddy that scored, you know what I mean? But you watch.
They normally like to pick Khalil and
oh yeah, I mean it's
and Kalijah. They can pick them up.
They're pretty easy to pick up. But that's the thing about it, I love seeing our guys celebrate with each other, and it's you got to watch people whenever you do something well, and somebody's not celebrating, somebody's not clapping. You got to watch out for that guy. And we don't have that on our team, and luckily, our culture kind of gets rid of that early on. Probably at the freshman or middle school level, but we're glad that we're in this kind of program where people are celebrating each other's successes, and I think that's it's not exactly what the world teaches nowadays. It's not exactly what you see out in society, but our guys are a group of guys that are unselfish, and they love to see other guys succeed.
Talk a little bit about Jeremiah Collins. He seems to have come on here and made a big impact as a player that hit the Oakland Patriots team and seems to be gelling and has had a great season.
Yeah, he's getting some looks by some big-time colleges, some SEC schools, some guys out west coast have already come and talked to him. So having a stellar season, not just on defense, but also on special teams. Special teams, he makes huge plays. Offense, he's made some big-time catches for us. And then he's able to play both corner and safety. And so by being so multiple and being 6'2" and lengthy and fast, there's a lot of people that are interested in Jeremiah right now.
Well, and you can swap him and Eric Taylor in and out the TSU commitment and move those guys around, or go with a double attack and really give the offense some problems, which is something you really like to do, make them work.
Yeah, Eric's good at coverage, Eric's good at tackling, Eric's good at blitzing. Eric can play more than one spot, so it's hard just to zero in on Eric. But that's good. That gives us a lot of multiple ways and multiple looks to give a quarterback who's got to make a decision in 4 to 5 seconds.
We move on to your last game of the regular season, and like you said, it's going to be here at Ray Hughes. And got an old friend coming over to bring his squad, and Coach Guthrie, and you guys go way back. You've known each other a long time, and I did not know he was related to Coach Sharp, and that came out on Monday's interview and everything. And you guys have known each other, and now you get the opportunity to kind of lay one in on Coach Gut. Well, tell us about Coach Guthrie. What you know about, as far as when he comes over, and the kind of guy, and what you think, and your past dealings with the Gut.
Well, I know my dealings with Rockville it's simple. Coach Rice has started that program, and I had tremendous respect for Coach Rice. He did a great job of getting that thing rolling. And Coach Guthrie, I was hoping to get somebody else, because I know Coach Guthrie is going to do just as good a job. I've known him long enough to know that if he puts his mind to something, he's going to get it done. And that guy's done that since I've known him in college. We went to college together, and then at the same time, one of his relatives was my old high school coach. And his dad, actually, I worked with his dad.
Really?
At Gleason High School. Gleason, I don't think, has a red light in the town, but it was located in West Tennessee, and I did a coaching practicum. And they sent me over there, and I learned a lot from his dad. Great guy, one of the best coaches I've ever got to spend time with.
Really?
Worked his tail off, and I'm sure he doesn't talk about that a lot. But
no.
He should be proud. He should be proud of that. His dad is well known in West Tennessee, and at the same time, he got to play for his dad. He was talking about that the other day, giving Kyler some advice on, words of wisdom on what's it like to be the coach's son.
And then looking back and being, and now being a coach,
having that perspective, and he may end up coaching his kids someday. You just never know. But at the same time, he was giving Kyler some good advice on, not to worry about what too many people say. They're going to say it, because you're the coach's kid. But at the same time, you're going to get it from the coach, probably worse than anybody.
Oh,
you are a kid.
Yes.
But like I said, Sam Guthrie, I've always respected him, and I had a lot of respect for the way he did things. And, like I said, I think Rockville's in good hands. And at the same time, I've known him forever, and I have mutual friends still to this day. But I don't want to beat him just as bad as I do anybody else.
Well, it seems to me he's got a really good defense. They seem to be in a more of an attacking defense, and that was one of the things Coach Rice talked about, that they kind of switched up, that he wasn't doing, that they were actually a little more aggressive, and he liked the switch that they had done since he had turned the keys over to Guthrie and them.
Yeah, they have about 6 or 7 seniors on that side of the ball. That always helps. They've gone through some, injuries, but everybody has at this point in time. Week 11, you're going to sustain a bunch of injuries. But
a couple of years ago, you lost Victor Stevenson right at the last minute.
It happens. And we've been dealing with it all year. We've lost people since spring ball, preseason. But it's part of the game. But at the same time, there's a reason people are backups too. There's a reason they're a backup, and then all of a sudden they're a starter for you. But you look, and they got Jalen Morgan over there playing safety, just a sophomore. He's going to be a big time college player. So they got plenty of skill on both sides of the ball to give anybody fits. You look at what they did against a good Riverdale team. That tells you all you need to know, because that's a rivalry game, but then at the same time, they win it pretty convincingly. So they definitely have our attention.
You was talking about the young man there in the backfield. His dad, I called a few of his games back when he played old man football, like old Strauss and them. They all. D. Barry is his daddy, and he played in that league. Anyway, other than that, let's get down to the last pieces of the pie. This is our last interview and our last time together and everything. one of the things we would like to say is, before I let you say all the thank yous to the fine people here at Oakland High School and all the wonderful things and all the support staff you got and everything, because man, there's a lot of people. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's a Rocket game, a Patriot game, or it doesn't matter what kind of game it is. It takes an army of people to put on, whether it's a home game or to put the show on the road and go. So, but first of all, I'd just like to say we've had the opportunity to come over here twice and broadcast. Our staff, our group, we appreciate that. That means a lot to us. And then also you participating each week here on Inside the Headset and giving us your time.
Well, not a problem. We like promoting high school football. We like promoting our players, and glad we can do that on a weekly basis. And glad you're producing this show and sending it out on the World Wide Web for people to be able to see that can't make it. We'd much rather have them here buying a ticket and cheering us on, but if they can't make it, there's a lot of people that have reasons why they can't make it. It's good to have an alternate plan, and it's kind of like that alternate jersey. There's always room for an alternate plan, and I think our school does a good job of broadcasting our games sometimes, and then you come in sometimes as well, and hopefully we can all put a good product out there.
We enjoy it, and we have a lot of fun. Final thank yous and to all those people out there, Coach, that help make this wheel go. Besides those coaches that dig in, you get to spend a lot of time with them. But there's a ton of people that, from the concession stands to ticket takers to parkers to, all kinds of people behind the scene that never get a thank you. I mean, I don't even want to try to list them all. Even if we had them, we'd miss somebody. But we do want to say thank you to them, because without them, the show wouldn't go on.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you got to have good people around you, and we're only as good as, that last person that we have on our list to get a championship hoodie to. That region hoodie has been ordered and will be here Friday. And, you're making that list and you're like, who in the world am I forgetting? Well, there's always going to be 10 or 20 you're going to forget. If you bought everybody one, you definitely would be short on the money to pay for these uniforms.
Right, and we wouldn't be able to get these stickers and other things that we got going on here.
But there's a lot of people that take pride in the product that we've got here. And it's not just the product we put on the field, but it's these kids that are walking the halls. And, they're proud of the kids that are wearing Oakland on their region championship hoodies. And they're proud of the way their parents have raised them. They're proud of our Oakland End Zone Club that's been around for years and years and years. And then, of course, our administration and teachers, they take care of our guys a whole lot more than a lot of other people give them credit for. They're around them several hours a day just like we are, and they're influencing those kids and they're helping them be successful. So, yeah, it's a full community of people that are helping support Oakland right now. And that's what makes Oakland special.
Well, and looking back and all the things that heck I've been involved in and everything, but when I see and all the gallons of milks and steaks I bought for old Smo back in 2005, but he turns out he's a Mr. Football. He turns out he graduates from Vanderbilt. Turns out he was an assistant coach at Clemson. Now he's the head strength and conditioning coordinator at Virginia. And when you flip on the TV, you're happy to say, heck, man, I helped that old boy out. I helped him get to where he is, and man, he owes me zero. I don't want anything for it.
If you're driving in Virginia and you have a flat tire and you pick up the phone and call him, would he come help you?
Why, heck yeah, he'd be there right now. That's all, that's in the story. He'd probably bring half the football team.
That makes a difference.
On that note, let's get out of here. Oakland fans, be ready Friday night. That's here at Ray Hughes. That is the senior night. That kickoff's at 7 against the Rockville Rockets.